background. The washing machine died, so got a bit of a mess everywhere. Today is the day that my father, my biological father, he died by suicide years ago, and I was devastated. I was absolutely brokenhearted. I was brokenhearted. I was so sad. I couldn't focus. I couldn't remember, what am I supposed to do in the day after I got my kids to school. I would sit in a foggy stare and just cry. Every thought or action or anything I had to do was like pulling myself with these newly found chains that had been anchored somewhere. I was pulling against that to try to integrate into any moment. I was exhausted. I was tired. I was so sad. At the weight of the sadness felt like I couldn't move. And then I found grief recovery. And I went through grief recovery first as a personal help. I had no idea what to do to feel better. And I didn't believe that I would ever actually feel better, that I'd ever feel wanted or cared for or worth sticking around for. It brought up everything from my past and made the future look pretty dim and scary and sad and kind of hopeless and useless. So I went through this method, which was very difficult. It was really difficult, I'll be honest. The class isn't easy, it's just effective. And every week felt like I was finding more chains that I needed to carry and drag along with me. And I thought, good night, are we ever going to arrive at feeling better? Because this ain't it, man. And then we did. We did. And I did feel better. I didn't need to, it's not that I didn't need to, I just didn't think of him all the time. He wasn't permeating all my thoughts. And if he did cross my thoughts, I might feel a moment of, man, why did he do that? What was going on in his life? So I was able to come out of how it was hurting me and think through what might have been going on in his life that we didn't know, as well as move into what's next. Also, the thoughts that would come up would be, I think the big one, and the reason I wanted to be here today, is this grief recovery method practice. I mean, the day I called for help, I heard audibly, though no one was around to say it, Rachelle, you're going to teach this one day. I was just calling for information. And here we are, however many years later, and however many hundreds of you I've been permitted to help with this method that's evidence-based, and it works every single time that we do feel better. We do go forward remembering our loved one, but without all the chains and anchors that keep us feeling so heavy and tired and strained and pushing through life, just trying to make it through another day. It let me live. It let me find another part of life as well. That's true. What I went through, what he went through, what everyone went through, that's real. That's true. That was painful. I'm just not tied to the pain. And I still have his memory, and I get to now that I've walked through the pain, and I always continue to do so if I find new pain connected to him, I go forward in the future with truly deep, truly, not fabricated, not just it sounds nice. I feel it right now fluttering up from my gut area. Deep gratitude that I get to have this method. I get to use it for myself, and I cannot even tell you how many dark holes it has pulled me out of. And I get to share it with you. I get to share it with you in all the different types of loss events that you have too, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a move, a loss of a job, or a loss of health. I mean, every type of big change or just change in your life can really have such an emotional impact. It doesn't have to be death only. So I don't know what the future looks like for you. I don't know what it looks like on the other side of your loss once you get through it. And going through it is not dragging all the heavy weights along with you. That's staying anchored in the moment that the pain occurred, that the loss occurred. So if I can, I would love to teach you how to go forward through the pain and see what's next. So you've got this experience, but you're not anchored to it. You just have memories of it, and the memories aren't so dang painful all the time. And you know what I'm talking about. You know when you lay down on the pillow and bam, there's the thought, there's the weight, there's the punch in your heart or in your gut. That doesn't feel good. I don't really like that roller coaster for myself. I don't know that you particularly enjoy it either. So when you're ready, there is a method that will help you go forward. Honor your memories and experience and let you keep them and have them, while also giving you some space and maybe even some freedom and maybe even a sip of peace to go forward into the next thing with curiosity and wonder and dang near possibly excitement. Can you imagine? It might feel impossible right now. Doesn't mean that it is. So I honor my father with such deep, immense gratitude. I miss him. I wish I could talk to him and show him what has come of his death in my life and pieces of other people's lives. Can't do that. But I can take the courage that I had at that time to try this class and find recovery and share that with you and let it become your courage, your action steps, your recovery. I love y'all.